This episode contains discussions of death, and specifically death from cancer. Listen to your own discretion. It is Monday, the 10th of February, 2025. My name is Pigeon and this is my song of the day. It's Valentine's week here on Pigeon's Song of the Day, and I'm immediately coming out of the gate with a song that isn't strictly speaking about romantic relationships. Because, of course, it's me. No, for this Valentine's week, I wanted to talk about love songs, and they don't necessarily have to be about partners, although I think most of them are. Let me just look here. Yeah, well, one of them is kind of about God as well. We'll get there. Anyway, this first one that we're starting with is a song called It Was Love by Mena. Now, I don't think I've talked about Mena on here before. It was actually my boyfriend who introduced me to her. She's a Norwegian singer. On, I think, the very first playlist he made me, he put on My Heart Still Beats, and I loved that because it has such an interesting sound to it. And then later, through him showing me other stuff, I decided to listen to her whole discography, and she's great. I mean, she's just a really good pop singer, but she also has like some really affecting lyrics sometimes. I'm actually going to talk about another one of her songs next month. I've been planning that for, wait, actually, hold on. The 10th of next month. Well, that's funny. Exactly a month from today, I'm going to be talking about another one of hers for a very specific reason. But today we're talking about It Was Love, which is from her most recent album, And Then Came You, which was released in 2023, although the song was originally released in 2022 as a single. I love this song as soon as I heard it. It's so fucking good. It's like the first thing she released since I got into her music, really. So it was cool to hear a new single and just immediately fall in love with it. And the song is just up there for me now. It's one of my all-time favorites at this point, and I love it so much. And it comes from a very sad backstory, which I will explain after we listen to the song. But the contents of the song itself and the message of the song itself is very sweet and hopeful in sort of a roundabout way. So I thought I would start Valentine's week off with this because I wanted to talk about this song. And why not do it now? So let's go listen to it now and then come back in a few minutes and talk about it. And that was It Was Love by Mena. So, when I first heard this song, it was not long after me and my boyfriend who got me into Mena had broken up. I believe I talked about this in a previous episode of this podcast. We broke up and were broken up for like a year and a half-ish, and then got back together eventually, and we're still together now. And so, you know, this artist that he got me into released a new song, and I immediately related it to the situation we were in, but in a good way, because we always stayed on good terms. We never stopped being friends when we broke up, which is why we ended up getting back together. But, you know, this song being about like how even if this thing is coming to an end, it was still love and I'm still happy is, you know, it's not about being happy after a breakup, but I think you can understand, dear listener, why my mind glommed onto that idea and kind of made it about that. And when I later learned what the song is actually about, and I kind of read the lyrics a bit more closely, I gained a different appreciation for it. But this song will always make me think of him, even though that's not what the song is about, and also we're back together. But I mean, it would have made me think of him anyway, because he's the one who got me into Mena. So anyway, there's an Instagram video, I might link it down below, where Maria tells the story of how this song came to be. So she wants to do acting, which is cool. She wants to be an actress, and she was going for an audition in a show called, let me look up how to pronounce this word for a second. Hold on. Please, somewhere, tell me how to pronounce this word. I swear to God. Anyway, this isn't helpful. So the word is the Norwegian for Afterglow. It's written with the O with a line through it. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to assume it's like Etterglød, or something like that. And, you know, she auditioned to be in this show, but she was kind of nervous. She didn't really like it that much, the audition, I mean. And she kind of offhandedly said to the director that she'd be more comfortable making music for the show rather than acting in it. And then like a year later, she got a text from the director saying, if that was a serious comment, I'd like to show you the first and last episode of the show, and then you can see if it inspires any music for you. And the show was inspired by the director's loss of his wife. she had died from cancer, and the show is about a woman suffering from cancer and kind of the tribulations that her and her partner go through. I haven't seen the show. I would like to watch it. I don't know how easy I would be able to find it here, being this Norwegian show, but I would like to watch it at some point. But I haven't seen it, so I don't know the whole thing. But it seems to be inspired by this true story of this guy who lost his wife to cancer, and so he showed her the first and last episode, and she went and she wrote the song. And the song is about how when you're around someone who's dying, you feel this sudden sort of burst of life, like you want to go and do things and you want to go live life because they can't, right? And so that's what this song is about. It's about not sweating the small stuff, which comes up in the song, and living life to the fullest, right? And yeah, it's just very sweet. So it was inspired by a romantic love in a way, but it is itself a lot about kind of friendship love, you know? So let's go through the lyrics here because I'm rambling. Do you think God forgot? I know he's got a lot. It seems that I've run out of luck. I'm drinking from an empty cup. Do you think God forgot? If I could do it all again, I wouldn't sweat the small things. I'd cling to all my friends and tell them that I love them. If I could do it all again. So, do you think God forgot? I know he's got a lot is a hell of an opening line, but I think it's like it's saying, you know, do you think God forgot about me? Like it's this hopelessness of kind of despairing that God isn't listening to you, you know. It seems that I've run out of luck. I'm drinking from an empty cup. So the implication is that the narrator of this song is this person who is dying. They've discovered that they're dying and they feel like they've run out of luck. They're drinking from an empty cup. And then the repetition of do you think God forgot? If I could do it all again, I wouldn't sweat the small things. I'd cling to all my friends and tell them that I love them if I could do it all again. I mean, that's the whole theme of the song. It's talking about how, you know, once you have this literal deadline, you think, I wish that I had, you know, told certain people that I love them more and held them closer. Think about the times we spent worrying about the little things such waste, how I never had enough and I would always want enough. Looking back, I'd even want to spend the worst of days with him again, as long as I'm with you. It wasn't perfect, and sometimes it hurts, but it was love. Oh, it was worth it, our time on earth, because it was us. So yeah, think about the times we spend worrying about the little things such waste. You know, you don't need to sweat the small things again. It's about, you know, you shouldn't waste your life on the little things because you should be happy and engaging in the bigger things. How I never had enough and I would always want enough. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Looking back, I'd even want to spend the worst of days with him again as long as I'm with you. That bit in particular, if you know me, I won't explain it for the podcast, but if you know me personally, you understand why that line in particular would get to me. But it's saying like, if I'm reliving my life, I would relive the shit parts and shit previous partners, and I don't mind that as long as I end up with you, my good current partner, right? Or even my good friends, right? I'm willing to go through a bad situation again just to get to this good situation, right? It wasn't perfect and sometimes it hurts, but it was love. I mean, that sums it up, right? Oh, it was worth it, our time on earth, because it was us. Just, I mean, I feel like the lyrics are plain enough that I don't need to explain them, but they're so good. They're so impactful, you know? I'm not gonna lie, I am afraid to die. I still have things to do, like I'm not done loving you. No, I'm not gonna lie. But if this is the end, then promise me you'll love again. Tell her about me and how I set you free, if this is the end. And then the rest of the song's just the chorus again. So, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am afraid to die. Plain and simple. I still have things to do, like I'm not done loving you. No, I'm not gonna lie. I mean that it makes it hit harder as well. Like, you know, if I'm going out like this, I don't want to go, obviously, but also I just want to spend more time with you because I love you and I don't want that to be cut short, you know. If this is the end, promise me you'll love again. That's a very revealing lyric, but it's like, you know, I want you to be happy because I love you, so promise me that this won't be the end of your happiness, you know. You'll go on and find someone and tell her about me and how I set you free. God, that lyric is just so... It's sad, it's sweet, it's a lot of things. I mean, it's love, right? And then, yeah, the chorus again. Man, I love this song. I love in particular, she's got such a great voice. And, yeah, the verses are quite soft, but then the chorus, I just love the way she hits the, it was love. It's so good. Man, I love this song. There is a music video. It's mostly clips from the TV show. So if you're interested, you can check that out. There's also like different live sessions and acoustic sessions. I'll probably link below. Yeah, I love this song and I love my friends and I love you, listener. And please go out there and tell people you love them more, because it's Valentine's week, and that doesn't mean that you have to spend it with your partner or that you have to be depressed about not having a partner. It means it's just a reminder. It's like always in the season for Christmas. Tell the people you love that you love them and show them that you love them, and they will show you that they love you too, and that's what's important. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Please hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below, tell me what you think, tell other people about this show. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
Break it down.
Pronunciation. Promotion.